everyone, and welcome back. I thought today would be a good day to make some noises with my dog. She would let me scratch her all day if I would, if I had the patience and time to do so. So I'm going to do just that for her. And I thought I would tell the story of how I got her. So she just came to me one day. I was leaving from my house. It was a weekend because I was going to get breakfast at Artie's, which is just right down the way from me. And it was raining. I was running out to my car and I started to back up, and I realized that there was something running towards my car, and I had to stop to not run my dog, to run Miss Maggie over. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go put her in the backyard. So I put her in the backyard and ran to Artie's to get my breakfast, right? And when I got back, of course, she was still there. So she actually had an injury when she first showed up. She was bleeding from her leg, and it didn't look that serious. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just bandage it up real quick, no big deal. So I grabbed some paper towels and duct tape, wrapped it around, secured it, made sure it wasn't going anywhere, but she just kept moving around and everything. So she kept reopening it, and eventually I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna take it, go get fixed up. So took her to the emergency vet, and she had her paws being touched, and they gave her some staples to close it, and stop the bleeding. So that was good. So, but she's been an expensive dog since I got her, that's for sure. And then we get back to my house, and the next morning I post her on a local lost and found pet page on Facebook that we have here, and nobody had claimed her, but I had realized that she looked really familiar, and I remembered that I had a friend on my Facebook that had recently been posting about getting rid of some dogs that looked a lot like Maggie. None of them were Maggie, but just looked a lot like her, like she could be their mom or sibling or something. She's so attractive. And anyway, I messaged the girl and I sent her a picture of Maggie, and she's like, oh yeah, she looks just like so and so, whatever the original name was, I don't remember. And she told me how she gave her to her cousin to give to a friend or something like that, and said that she would be in contact with them and let me know. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I never got their contact information, I never got their names, nothing like that. And so I didn't hear anything from her for quite a while. And so I ended up messaging her again, like, hey, did you ever hear back? She said, no, I didn't hear anything, but I'll go ahead and, talk to them again. I said, okay, awesome, let me know. Well, some time goes by again, and I don't hear anything. So I ask her, I'm like, hey, still nothing, like, do they not want their dog back, like, what's going on? And she said that she would talk to him again or something, I don't remember now, but I know there was twice I reached out. wasn't even going to be keeping Maggie. My mom met her, and once we knew she was, not going anywhere else immediately, my mom said that she would want to keep her. So I was like, okay, cool. So I took her over there. She stayed there. And like I've mentioned in a previous video, she is a naughty little dog. She is the sweetest thing. And she is actually a good dog, of course. They're all good dogs. She just is naughty. She does bad things, right? You do bad. And, her nose is whistling. And so, anyway, she was being naughty, doing whatever she was doing. And my mom was like, I can't keep her, I'm getting rid of her. And, of course, at this point, I'm super attached. I'm like, no, don't do that, don't do that. Like I said, I'm not supposed to have more animals, but I couldn't see her go. So, I just took her. And I was like, you know what? Better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. So, I took her in, and she's been with me ever since. And I just love her. She's already elderly, in dog years. I think she's like 7, 8, or 9 or something like that now. And I've already had to pull a lot of her teeth. Well, not me, but the vet has had to pull teeth from her. And I got her fixed, and I got her all vaccinated. Yeah, she's an expensive dog. She likes to eat things and get sick. And so I've had to deal with that a few times. One of which was when she got sick in my bed while I was sleeping in it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me right now. Now, thankfully, she wasn't sick enough I had to take her anywhere for that, but there's been a few times that I've had to pay some bills because of her. But like I said, she would let me do this all day. I've actually recorded this like 3 different times already. And just look at her. And just look at her being a ham. Just being a big old ham. She just can't get enough attention. Someone new comes over, it's like she hasn't seen someone in a year. She's just so excited. Like she hasn't been sitting on top of me all day long, getting all the attention. But she's my baby. I hope this was relaxing, and I hope you enjoyed Miss Maggie and my story of how I got